So we're going to go and park in a busy car park. Well, hopefully it's going to be busy. Let's get moving off when it's safe. So I say parking in the busy car park can be a little bit tricky. I've already done a video about reversing into a bay in a busy car park. I'll put the link at the top for that if you want to watch that one. And this one is really a bit of a follow-up from that one, carry on for the people who passed the driving tests, who are new at parking in car parks. It's just forward bay parking into one, left and right side doing it, and what sort of problems you're going to come across compared to what you've been shown, because most instructors will ask you to park on the right or the left in a quiet area, because they want you to learn it in a quiet area, and that's the right thing to do, so you understand what you should be doing, and your skill level improve with your observations and the skill with the clutch and the accuracy getting into the bays. And even when you take your driving test in the UK, they're not going to ask you to do between two cars, but as soon as you pass and you go into a busy car park on a busy day, like on a Saturday afternoon, then you might have to do this. If you don't want to do this, then you'll have to go to a quiet area, which is a little bit further away from the entrance to the place you're going. So we're just going to find this car park here. If people are wondering where I am, I'm in Kingston in Milton Keynes. So we'll start off with driving into a bay on the left hand side to start with. So I'm taking the first turn here. I could have quite easily drove into one there, you can see it in front of us. But I'm going to park between the red car and the Fiesta, the purple car. So I've gone nice and wide, checking what's going on, and I'm swinging it in nice and slow, watching the noise in the cars. And I'm trickling in, my foot's on the clutch at this point, rolling it in, making sure I'm straight. Now if it wasn't in the white lines, I'll need to kind of go out and come back in and shunt it, because the last thing I want to do is leave it here on a line and then someone comes and parks right next to you and you can't actually get in the car then. So pop it in reverse, have a good check, and just go slow, holding the clutch nice and low and trickling out slowly. The other thing to be aware about in car parks, especially these ones with the supermarkets in, is the one-way systems. Now this one's quite well painted, you'll see it on the ground in a second, arrows telling you where to go, but some of them are not as clear as that, so you've just got to be a bit aware of cars going the wrong way. We're just going to follow the road ahead of this little roundabout. So we can't turn right straight away because there's no entry, but you will see cars coming out there sometimes, and we're going to turn right into this one here. Give a little bit of space for the one with the crutches, and I turn in, it looks pretty busy, and I'm going to park on the right again between the red and the black car towards the end. So I'm checking up the road, checking my mirrors to the right, bring himself nice and wide, and I'm going to stick a signal on, and I'm just going to bring it round, checking my shoulder, make sure no one's trying to cut me up, cutting in, bringing it round. Now see I've gone a little bit wide, I'll hit the black car, so I'm looking behind me, opposite in reverse, and doing a little shunt. That's quite a common thing to do, there's nothing wrong with doing that. All you're doing is getting a better position so you don't clip the cars. And I'm going closer to the black car, but I'm not going to hit it. I'm going nice and slow in first gear, and I'm bringing it across now with the steering to the left, straightening myself up. And even then it needs a little bit of a shunt to be really good, because in between the two cars I'm closer to the red car than the black car. So there's nothing wrong with doing a little shunt. Now the problem I've got here is the black car is quite big on the right hand side, and I've got people walking behind the car on my left. You'll see them come into view, and there they go, two of them. So I'm just going to trickle out slowly. Now there should be nothing on my right hand side because it's one way system, but I wouldn't trust them, so I'm just going out a little bit at a time, and the idea is I'm doing a little shunt. So when I go out, you'll see the angle, how much I'm out. So even me, with all these years experience, will get it slightly wrong. So I just need to go to the right, so I'm looking round a bit, and I'm going across to the right to get a better angle, and I'm bringing it back to the left. So I'm more in the middle of the two cars. So it's a little bit more work to do when you're closer to the main entrance to these shopping centres. I'll pop it in reverse again. A couple more people walking behind me. You'll see them come into view in the rear view mirror again. And that's what you got to look for. These people could suddenly go next to the car next to you. And I'm trickling out again, going slowly, watching for people passing, watching for cars passing. So it can be quite a tricky little thing. The next forward bay part we're going to do will be on the, there's a couple walking behind me, they're not bothered, so I'm just going to stop a second. See him walk straight past me now. There was no regard to the fact that I'm reversing backwards, I just kept walking. And that's what you got to remember, most people don't give way, even if you're going to knock them over. I'm just going to go forward and then go down here. So I'm going down here. Now I'm just going to find one on the right hand side to do. So I'm just going to go into this one on the right. Oh, let her go first because she wants to come out. See, you come out the wrong way, it's one way system. And that's what you've got to be aware of, people going the wrong way. So yeah, you got the white van and the silver car. So I'm on the left hand side, wanting to go into the right. I'm having a look. And I'm going to give that one a little miss because that silver car is quite close. It's not worth the hassle. But I'll take it on the other side of the silver car. So I'm bringing it round, going slow. And if you're worried about that car on the left there, the grey silver one, then I wouldn't. I'll just do a shunt backwards again. I'm just taking my time, bringing it in, straightening myself up. So if you see a gap and you think, oh, it looks a bit tight, sometimes it's better to just give it a miss. So I'm looking round, taking my time, and going slow. And then once I'm kind of out, I'm bringing that steering onto the right to bring my car to the left. But watching for the car behind me, because he might suddenly pop it in reverse and then following it round. So that's the forward bay parking. Oh, there's a guy flagging me down a second, not to see what he wants.
Sorry to bother you, please.
No problem.
Please, if I may ask, yeah, my partner is about to learn how to drive, yeah?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if you guys do automatic, yeah?
I don't do automatic. The best thing to do is to Google automatic driving lessons in Milton Keynes.
In Milton Keynes,
Yeah.
yeah? Okay.
All right. Yeah.
But if at all she decides to change your mind.
Yeah, of course I'll give you a card. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if she wants to, she can. If she wants to look at some videos on YouTube there for you.
About you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
About learning how to drive.
Okay, but everything's going to talk how much you charge and everything?
Yeah, they're on the website there.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah.
Interrupted by a random person asking about driving lessons for his, I think his wife or his girlfriend, not sure, but automatic. Anyway, back to business. So we're going to reverse into one now and just carry on from last time. So that silver and black one on the left looks like a tight one. Yeah. So I'm going past it, looking ahead of me, swinging it out to the right, getting it lined up so it's behind the car, pop it in reverse, watching for people and taking my time, watching for the car, watching for the silver car, and also watching for people opening the door, or same as last time, people walking behind the car. There's not much space. You can hear my sensors bleeping off then. And then I'm going back just enough so I'm in the bay. There's no point going right back to the end of the bay because there's a risk that you're going to bump into the car behind you. and then stopping, securing the car. So that's the quick video on parking in the busy car parks, reversing in, mainly driving in. But I hope it helps you. If it has, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Take care and safe driving.